almost 1,000 job seekers patiently waited for their chance to meet with employment recruiters at the Union City Job Fair at Union City High School. Union City holds the distinction of having the highest unemployment rate in Hudson County at 15%, according to the preliminary September figures released by the U.S. Department of Labor. The state unemployment rate for the same period is 9.8%.
Well, our community is we have a very poor community in Union City, and one of the things that we try to do is strive to make sure that we meet all of the needs of the community. And one of the best ways, especially during these difficult economic times, is to go out, contact some companies and have them come in and see some of the people in our community who have the knowledge, the skills, and the abilities to do the job, but just haven't had the luck. So we're hoping that we can at least find employment for several of our residents here today.
Some of the businesses that participated in the 3-hour job fair were Jewel Staffing, Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, and New Jersey Transit. I thought we would ask some employers what it takes to get an interview.
Well, for one, what they need to do is fill out the application completely. Try not to leave any question unanswered. Give as much detail as possible, and to provide a resume. It's very important that they include a resume with their application because that gives us more details to go on and to look at.
The number one thing to me is their professional appearance. Dress the part. Dress for the success of the job. Dress for the job you want. Whether that be a business suit, tie, for the ladies it should be also a business suit. You should really dress for that part. Know a little bit about the company that you're going to see and get a little background information on them prior to even asking about what jobs they have, so you sound educated about that job. And be on time. I had an old boss who told me, work on Lombardi time. If you're on time, then you're 15 minutes late. Always be early for an interview. That's the best way to really make an impression on a client.
Some advice that I generally give for job seekers, active or passive, is to take your job search very seriously, very systematic. Work on your credentials and your resume, put time into it. Understand where you've been and where you want to go. When you're talking to, I strongly recommend interfacing and working with a number of recruiters. Recruiters have access to a lot of different jobs that you may not have access to. And basically, utilizing a recruiter is utilizing an agent, just like an athlete would, to land it on a good team. So be systematic, understand where your resume goes, follow up with whoever you send it to. Make sure that you're representing yourself honestly, and once you get in there, land the interview. Preparation is key for the interview.
Here you go, baby. You're going to go to the website, fill out the website there. Job market right now for us, unfortunately, is pretty good because of the crime rate. We're one of those jobs that we're always looking for someone. A job with the Department of Corrections is what you've done in the past. Most of the things that we do, we look at past history. We look at education, we look at driver's records, we look at background checks. So unfortunately, a lot of people that come to us that may have been good candidates find out that they've had minor infractions or some major infractions in their life, that the course has now changed, that their course towards being in a police environment is no longer a possibility.
The unemployment rate has surpassed 10% for the first time since 1983 and is likely to go higher.
Things I know are bad, but they could be a lot worse. If these companies weren't here, then there'd be a crisis. But the reality is there are companies that are out there looking for good employees, people who are dedicated, people that are dependable. And so if you're a dependable person and you're committed, come out and look for a job. That's what we want you to do.